So the book, it's been a hot minute since I've last worked on it, and I'll show you a little bit of what I've done. Not much though. So we've got that cover done, and now I wanted to add some fabric on the insides. So I've just cut it to size, and it's just scrapbook paper, and I just need to glue that on the inside. And also I've made this little flap thing. So what she wants for this journal, the lady I'm making this for, she wants a pocket that's expandable at the back. So what I've done, I've just taken a manila folder. Here is a plain manila folder. And the height is okay for this book. So I've used the height of the manila folder, and I've measured just how wide I wanted it to be on the inside, which in my case is 6.5 inches. And the height is 9.5 inches. So I've measured 6.5 inches, and I cut that, which is this part. So that part. And then from the other part, I've taken the top. So basically the gusset is at the bottom and the gusset is at the top here. You can't see it because the fabric is over it. And this is 4 inches, and that's 4 inches as well. So you just cut down 4 inches, glue that inside, and place the flap over. And then I covered it with fabric. And now I want to stitch around it before I'm gonna glue it down, because what I created from some calico, I've ironed it, that's why it's a little bit stiff in the folds. But this calico I've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times zigzagged, and they are gonna sit here. And then I'm gonna glue that down, which will give me that gusset pocket. But because I'm making it out of fabric, it's way stronger than if I would just make it out of paper, and it will last a little bit longer. She wanted a gusseted sleeve pocket at the back here, so then I'm gonna make 2 of the little round circle bits with some string around it. So if she gussets it here, so you can basically fold it there and fold it at the bottom too, so it's a bit wider. And then she can put in whatever she wants to. So there we have that. So I'm just gonna stitch around it and then glue the gussets in. So it's very hard to see, but I've sewn around, you can see a little bit there, sewn around that part and sewn around that part. And now I'm going to glue the gussets in. You should be making sure that the good side faces outwards, and then you've got the ugly side on the inside. In this case, it's just stained calico paper, not paper, fabric. And I'm just gonna glue that down with some fabric tack. And there we have it, a gusseted pocket, and I really, really, really like it. And because this is fabric, and you don't really have to worry that it breaks because it's fabric. The worst thing that can happen is that the fabric comes loose, but then you can basically glue it back together. So for the closure, I want that to be a thread closure, so she can adjust it as it fills up. So I will need 4 of these circles. 2 for the top and 2 for the bottom. And I will ink them up a little bit. So so they blend in a little bit more. Now I just need to determine the middle on 2 of them. So I've got 4, so only on two of them. I'm gonna punch out a hole in the middle with a hole punch, but you can also just use a knife or pokey tool. There we go. In here I've got some splitters, brads, whatever you want to call them. I'm pretty sure that if I split these, they will come out of the sides. Yep, very much so. I said I needed a whole and only 2 of them, but I needed in all 4 because I wasn't thinking all 4. There we go. And there we go. Now, because this is way too long, just with some pliers, just gonna snip it off. And do the same with the other one. There we go. Stick this through the middle and then split it so you've got it through 2 of those circles. And then this part you're gonna glue down with hot glue. You can use another glue as well, but I'm gonna use hot glue, and for that one as well. So if this expands, it will just sit here and then still wrap around there. So let's do the top one first. Let's see where these approx middle. Just gonna line it up there. 3.5. That's about there. You can still see that. About there. So I have my hot glue heating up for a second there. Just enough. Just be careful because that thing gets hot because of the hot glue. Just press that down. I'm sorry, but my neighbor is chopping wood. This is now both on, and because we hot glued that on and not through the whole pocket, it cannot snag any materials that you try to put in. So now I just need to put a string around it and then it's done. Got some black and white twine, which goes very well with this theme. I think I wanted to hang off this one. So just go through the first, in between the first and the second one, tie a knot. You can just cut that off. Then you can go around. I'll do it a bit more so she has some extra string to work with. Now I'm probably gonna hang something off that just to finish it off. So yeah, it's basically a expandable pocket where she can store feathers and whatnot in. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. Found a perfect charm for this, a little spider metal charm. I'm just gonna attach that to there. Just gonna tie a knot. It's nothing fancy, just a little extra. There we have it. Little hanging spider. And if she wants to expand it, where it becomes bigger, you can still close it. And it just hangs up there. So there we have it. A little expandable pocket to add to this journal. For now, I will just close it tightly. This depends on where you go first with with tying and not where it ends up. So that will go there, and this will sit right on top of that paper, and I will glue that in so it will stay with the journal.